I heartily welcome you all on this centenary celebration of Khang. To begin with, I request Dr. Nandita Krishnan to light a butter lamp to His Holiness the Dalai Lama.
Tujeluwe tomze chumden de chamzaman tuwe ngendo dingar chu tuksumane se sanje menje la benjer ya yeol shamsa loy namo guru gunanatai agepene kamje merta gurwa chewe jo jawan zanbe.
Good morning and Jai to all. I am extremely honored to have the chance to address this occasion. We are celebrating 100 years of establishment of Khang by His Holiness the 13th Dalai Lama in Lhasa, Tibet, and 55 years of re-establishment of Khang by His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama in Dharamshala, India. To celebrate this occasion, Khang has initiated the outreach tour to all the major cities in India as well as outside India in order to propagate the traditional Tibetan medicine and practice of ancient Tibetan astroscience all across the world. Not going into detail of our activity, I would like to read the Khang Director's message. On behalf of Tibetan Medical and Astroscience Institute of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, I express my greetings to all our sponsors, well-wishers, staff and volunteers who contribute in different ways in the 4-day celebration of our centenary year at Chennai. The staff of our Chennai branch have exercised meticulous effort to prepare for this event, and we from head office anticipate a great success judged in terms of furtherance of our ancient healing system, deliverance of a product for the healthy mind and healthy body, opportunity for our client to see and hear more about Sowa Rigpa, science of healing. Khang Wellness Camp we organized in several cities, both in India and abroad, has been very successful.
Respected doctors who have come from Khang and Dr. Tsee and her team, Mrs. Sita Mutea, ladies and gentlemen. Around 2008, I was first introduced to Tibetan medicine by Brigadier Chari, Mrs. Pushpa Chari's husband. And I had a very serious complaint at that time, and they cured me. Dr. Dorji used to come once a month to Chennai, and I was on his medicine, and today I'm alive because of Tibetan medicine. So I really must thank Tibetan medicine in a big way. So the only thing we could do was to help them set up a clinic here. And I'm very happy that for a few years we had the Khang Tibetan clinic, medical clinic in our premises, which was very popular. But after that, I think they wanted a place where they could stay and work in the same premises, so they moved to Saidapet, which is much larger. Unfortunately, we are terribly limited by space. I know what wonders Tibetan medicine has done. People with incurable illnesses have come and been cured. I know there was a little boy with thalassemia who at the age of 12 had never gone to school because if he started bleeding, he would bleed to death. And within 2 months of this treatment, he started going back to school. And I know of so many cancer patients, I think Dr. Tsee has all the details, who have been cured or the cancer halted and who are going on with perfectly normal lives. So Tibetan medicine has made a big difference to all these people. The only thing is that not many people are aware about it. I think the awareness level has to increase. I don't like to call it an alternate medicine because it's as if allopathy is main, correct, and something else. This is like, okay, we wear a sari on other days and at night I wear a night dress. It's not like that. It is a medical system in which we all believe and which we are all undergoing, with which we are all living today. So I hate the word alternate. It is a system of medicine like our Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, others, and it has, in fact, a lot of Tibetan medicine is based on Ayurveda itself. I've been to Dharamshala and I've seen two things which impressed me very much. One, of course, they go up into the mountains and they collect the plants, which is something fantastic. You know, it's so much easier to just grow them in your backyard, but His Holiness insists that they should pick it up from the hills at the early morning, Brahma Muhurtam time, 3 a.m. they went, and it was quite an experience seeing that. The second is the deep spirituality. You know, they pray over the medicines, and I feel that is what, doctor, makes your medicines work. You know, the prayer. There is, who said, there are more things wrought by prayer than this world dreams of. And the prayers that go on over the medicine, especially the special pills, I think they take 2 or 3 months to pray over those pills. I mean, just think of the vibrations going into those pills, and then they come into our body. So there is a deep spirituality, and that is what we are losing. You know, in today's world, everything, you know, money can buy everything, you know, development can do everything and so on. No, you know, there is a spiritual side to our lives which we must tap into. And this spiritualism is around us everywhere. In the trees, which we do not notice and which we cut down so happily. In the animals, which we kill so unthinkingly. So I think it is very important for us to tap into the spiritualism, and it is that which, in my opinion, gives Tibetan medicine the slight edge. It was when Dr. Sering came and told me about this exhibition. I said, certainly, we'll be most happy to sponsor it over here. Go right ahead, and it's beautiful. I'm looking forward to going around and seeing it myself. And I'd like to thank you very much for bringing your knowledge system to Chennai and teaching us more about it. I think this should be done once a year, because, okay, you know, today you have new patients, new faces I have not seen before. And next year you will have even more new patients. So, you know, it's one thing when they come and say, doctor, I have a headache, what shall I take? But when you see this, you see that there is so much more than those 4 pills that you give, which we powder and eat. So I think once in 1 or 2 years, you must have this kind of exhibition, mainly to educate people about this wonderful medical system. It's a great pleasure that we are having this exhibition, and I thank you all for coming and bringing it down here, and I hope the next 4 days will be extremely fruitful and will be a time of learning when all of us can learn so much more from each other. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Cultural show by Tibetan students in Chennai.
Undertaking medicine and knowing beside the medicine is very important. Like the librarian at our Centenary, so she has very limited time. She's here today and then she's going back to.
It's a 100 years celebration of Tibetan Medical and Astro Institute of His Holiness Dalai Lama, which was held all over the India and outside the India. In 1916, it was first established by 13th Dalai Lama in Tibet. And in exile, it was again re-established by 14th Dalai Lama in 1961 in Dharamshala, Himachal Pradesh. Now it's been 100 years since we are having this program. It's been 100 years since Tibetan medicine flourished all over the India. Now in India we have almost like 54 branches all over the India, and outreach program was held in India and outside the India also. In Russia, and outreach program was held also. So on this centenary exhibition we have paintings, old paintings, and display of raw materials, and lots of lectures about overview of Tibetan medicines and overview of Tibetan astroscience also. Astroscience consultation is there, and Tibetan medicine as a Tibetan medical consultation is here by Dr. Pinjan Thaila, who is a visiting physician to His Holiness Dalai Lama. So there is a 4 days program for this exhibition. Like from today onwards, 4 days means it will be 16 to 19 until Sunday. We will be available here. So I really hope people should get more aware about Tibetan medicines. And right now we are mainly based in Saidabad. Chennai clinic is mainly based in Saidabad, Srinagar colony, and we have been here in Sipia Ramaswamy Foundation for almost 6 years. Now for the better services and better extension of the Tibetan medicine, we have recently shifted to Saidabad, Chennai clinic. So I really request all the Chennai people who is interested in Tibetan medicine to have a look on this exhibition. I think there are a lot of good paintings, old painting which is about 1,000 years. So I hope this outreach program be more successful and fruitful to the all people of the world and get more aware, and I wish all a very good health. Okay, the difference between Tibetan medicine and Western medicine is that Tibetan medicine is purely herbal, and it was mainly, we are focusing more on holistic approach to the health. We treat the root of disease. Like when you are having some symptoms, we don't treat the symptoms. We are treating the root of the disease with our herbal products. In once in a year, our students, Tibetan students, and we have Department of Medical pharmacists, they goes up to the hill, mountain hill, to pluck the flowers and pluck the plants mainly to make the Tibetan medicine. So we are purely herbal and without any unwelcome side effects. So now we have almost 1,000 of patients every year who is consulting us with general health. Even cancer patients also nowadays getting more awareness about Tibetan medicines, and I think it is beneficial for overall people of the world. In Chennai, I should say that in Chennai, normally in Sipi Ramaswamy Foundation, when we are working here, nowadays patients, we have never done any advertisement also, because we are whosoever comes here, it's from patients to patients. Like when one is benefited means they tell to the other patients, and like that our patients grow up. Now it's like average, in a day we are having 35-40 patients in a day we are seeing, and I think the patients had almost thousands in a month. Now it's almost 1,000 in a month. Before it was like around 700 in a month. Now it is, I think, increasing rate of patient is there, and people are, I think, more aware about Tibetan medicine nowadays.
men zen do ve na lo ra ji shen chu chu nan chi long ji tu zhen de zhuan di er sun chu de zhe wai shui tu tam cham nan zang lai san nam da jian shi na bar qi ye jie me zhe na jia yue dian de xie wan zuo le ma shi jie sa ye jie san wei men zhen du wei na lo ra ji shen chu chu nan ji long ji tu zhen de zhuan di er sun chu de vai sơ tu tham trăm nan za lai sam na nam ta chen shơ na par chi nhé chế mơ dơ giờ vi tiền de xie văn rồi lệ mà sẽ chế sai chế sang về men chế đủ về na lo ra ji xian chu cho ngan chi long ji tu zhen de zhuan di ngar sun cho de zhe wai she tu tham cham nan za lai sam na nam ta chen